Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? If you're seeing this video, it means one thing: quantum mechanics and quantum science and a thing called religion or spirituality is connected for the first time since the Egyptians, the Mayans had it all along until they disappeared. But this was lost information that is now going to help transition from what science says, and there's a lot of revelations, we'll say, a revelation for spiritual end of times. So I hope I grabbed your attention. Here it is. Jack Will.i.am Warner was born 2:14 a.m. on a Monday in May 23rd. I'm a Gemini, folks. What can I say? I was a baby that, actually, I had baby nightmares. The inherited ghost, from what I've come to believe at this point in my life, and I believe in a lot of different cultures, but I'm more with the spiritual. I understand I'm in a physical form, and that's what I have to kind of get this point across, because I was born with two demons inside of me. One demon manifested when I was 16, and one demon manifested basically till I came out the womb. And it was night terrors. They weren't nightmares, fellas and folks. And the best part about it, I'm glad I'm a forgetful person. And anybody that knows me well enough knows I forget everything. I'm so glad my head's on the neck. Not loose. Jack-o'-lantern, bad joke. Here's the thing. I want to say I was tormented all the way up to 42. I believe it was 42. I don't even believe in age anymore, but we'll get to that later. When I was 42, I was introduced a thing that is scrutinized, and this is only what I can hear, because our American three syndicates, ABC, Fox, CBS, we only get to hear what they say in their perception of what's going on in the world and here where we live, our own backyard. I've got a slogan, folks, and it's real. It's the ripple effect. Great leaders from every part of the globe has talked about it. So here it goes. Here's a quote by Jack Warner. It goes like this. The ripple effect, folks, is designed to help connect humanity with a thing called quantum entanglement. And I know with everyone on this planet, you've heard of prayer. And why prayer works so well is when you have more of it happen and praying for the same thing, you know what it does? It amplifies what the universe does for that situation or whatever that frequency was given off, and it comes back tenfold. The thing is, the universe that we're all living in, everything from a photon in our body, and it's filled with them. Trillions, probably got gillions of them in our body. It's never ending. It's never ending, folks, and science is now realizing this. It's important because we are avatars. We started off as avatars, but from what we're told, at least on the Christianity thing and the end of this, is that it all ended when we already had the man and the woman made, and they had an awesome life in the Garden of Eden. And the thing is, the story goes is the woman ate the apple, and I apologize, women, that's a lie. I believe the entire story of the Garden of Eden is a lie. I think what happened was God got bored of just good when he made this planet. He made the Garden of Eden and evil. He made that. He got bored with Eden, and they lived there for a long time. In fact, Adam, as a human being, the same exact thing that was on this planet as you're watching this body that you have is the same exact body that Adam had at the time that Garden Eden was. Our bodies have not changed for over 200,000, 300,000 years. And this is why this is so important, this story. Here's the deal. Adam lived to over 1,000 years. I believe around 1,100. I love that word 11. It's huge, folks. Eve, she basically lived to 900, I believe. That's a long time. And I tell you the truth, I'm gonna stop it right there because Noah was 600. And listen, our whole bloodline, from what we've been told in the religious sense of the Garden of Eden, it says that we're all connected. Cool thing is, quantum physics just says, yes, we are. Albert Einstein, for the longest time, and I want to thank the angels because I've been praying for this, folks. Actually, my frequency's been going in a loving kind of way since 2020, and I thank the devil for doing what he did because it woke me up. I understand now that threshold, that story, Garden Eden needs to be told the right way. And one day I'm going to do audiobooks when I have some free time. I encourage all you guys to follow this channel because this is crazy news to me. I mean, if you really knew me, a lot of people call me weird, but you know what? So was Albert Einstein. But he had a couple really good friends. And I want to thank my family, my subscribers, my loyal watchers, the guys that get to see me on accident and smile just a little bit more for the rest of that day. I appreciate it. Let's get it going, guys. So hit that bell button. Come on. You want to see more? This is going to be a fun ride. Here's the cool thing. When I was 42, I lost those demons. And what it was a plant from this earth. And you know what? Right now, I'm told just to say, hey, if Aaron Rodgers and other people can, I'm grateful to have found that place on this beautiful planet called Earth. It changed my life. I literally witnessed my body stretch out in the mirror like I was looking in the mirror. We can talk about the looking glass some other days. Or the mirror dimension. That's crazy. This dimension that we live in, bottom line, is designed to go off of our emotions. That is a 3D. We've been lied to. Yes, it's a physical form. Yes, there's matter. But at the bottom line, everything, even a rock, a tin can, that has life. It's proven. If you look in a microscope, there's electrons and atoms, nucleuses moving around. It's a different element on the periodic table of charts as our carbon body, and that's what the universe was made up of. Carbon was there, right in the Big A. We are avatars, and I think the biggest lie that the human being race was ever told was that we basically wow, this is getting deep. I'm hearing visions, but I'm gonna roll with this. I don't know how I'm gonna get this guys out there to you, but I will one day when the time's right. Bottom line, we, biblically wise, have been lied to almost in every single story in that book, except for the key parts that is given to us to be avatars, but they've been removed. The Gospel of Thomas, the book of Enoch, and many others. I understand why the universe delivered me to the beautiful islands, St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix, and many others down there, and blessed the U.S. and the United Kingdom side too, because you know what? The people down there are awesome. They're caring, and most important, they understand what love is. But it's unfortunate, and I have to get this out there because you know what? This is my journey. This is how I found this information. There are systems in this world. I'm not even going to mention them because you know what? The people that understand what I'm saying, I ask for you to make a small key factor, and that's do the 1% challenge. And I can guarantee in a year, we all will be connected together with an alliance of love. And it's the coolest part about our bodies and being avatars. Yes, there is good or bad. There are going to be good and bad people. But one thing I know is God made bad. It's just a choice. There are some places in the universe, and every place is different with different dimension and different rules and different ways of doing mathematics. But the dimension we live in, we get free will. It's our choice. And our souls, before we actually came into our mother's womb, made a handshake with the Father, the Godfather. Made a handshake with him. Said, yes, I'm willing to get this experience. What do you mean, God? I can taste food? I see these guys eating this and they look so happy. I get to do that? Yes, you do. But here's the deal. When you go down there, this is going to be your life. And I want to know if you still want to go. We've seen what we are doing at this moment. We knew this was going to happen. And that's why this is the greatest time of, I'm going to say, since the Egyptians and the Sumerians before that, and that's all I've dabbled in history right now. But I know one thing, and it's said too, if you don't understand your history, you're going to repeat itself, and it's the truth. We've been lied to, but now with the internet and tools like YouTube and what you're hearing, for people that believe, I'm so glad, because I know what? You believe in one thing, and it's love. You're feeling the frequency, and that's what quantum effect has now been proven by quantum science, and even the Nobel Peace Prize winner of 2022. In fact, the two countries, because there was two organizations that actually won, and they're all about humanity, helping humans. And I don't know the name of them, but if you guys really listen and dabble in this, you know it's all about love. This is when that handshake ends. The devil's time is up. God gets to smile again and say, hey, you know what? Time's up, buddy. I made you. You know I can destroy you, but I'm a man of my word. I'm taking it back. I hope you had fun. Maybe we'll bet next week. And word of advice, cheaters never win. You know what? Love wins. This is the loving story. This is where it all begins. A couple key factors that are the main enemies of love. And it's real easily described to everyone on this planet because we all have them. We all have talents beyond our wildest beliefs. But let's take baby steps. And it's our emotions. We were told at a young age, for those of you who had imaginary friends, that they're not real. Well, what science has recently said, especially since the 70s, 80s, 90s, that type of information that is taught at Harvard, Princeton, Stanford, you know what? It's time to listen to the school of love, because it's free to the soul that's designed to want to listen. It's real. It's a spiritual warfare, and science is here to, in fact, take over what religion. Because I tell you what, if you're really looking, I looked into one of the reason, here, I'll tell you who I looked into. The founder, the guy that started taxes. You know what? It's funny because the guy who actually won for physics, and it's about quantum entanglement, the I'm going to screw this up. Nope. CHSH, experiment for quantum entanglement, now proves, and if you want to know what it is, check it out, but it's real. He got the Nobel Peace Prize, but from 2011 to 2014, he was in prison for tax evasion. Now here's the thing. We all live globally on a system that's very unique. You get a house, you pay the down payment, it's yours. But in order to keep it for the rest of your life, you have to pay for it on our land. We were here first. We used violence. We used scare tactics and the opposite way to make you pay for what we're telling you to do. Or, dude, we come and take your house and then you're homeless and you're on the street. It's a scare tactic. It's a thing called fear. And in order for the ultimate frequency of superhero effects, and I'm telling you, strange, cool things, science has this. I want to hear your comments right down below. I'll get back to you. Just, if you're interested, I'm willing to share. I believe in the school of love. And in fact, it's coming to an area on the globe near you where the people that understand this will be able to do whatever they want to do for the rest of their life. And it could be a doctor, it could be a lawyer, could be a scientist, could be a gym teacher, or it could be a traveling gypsy. I can't wait to see India. I'm going to, I gotta mention, if you're watching me, I'm sure you've heard of Sadhguru. Thank you. I believe in synchronicity instead of coincidence. I ran into an awesome worker. Bless that gas station. I don't know where it is exactly to tell you, but I know you do if you understand this. I'm going to India, and this is all changing rapidly, folks. I'm using the science. I'm going to record it over YouTube, and it's going to be your choice to either believe or not believe. But there is an old saying, and actually two of them. I'll tell you the one I am. Oh, hey, you know what? That guy, he watches too many movies. That's me. Or you got the saying that, hey, you can't teach old dog new tricks. Wow. Isn't it weird how those sayings govern our beliefs? Yeah, for the longest time, I thought, hey, look, my grandma, no, don't tell her anything like that. She kind of gets freaked out when we talk about this. She doesn't understand. And it's your choice. So it's my belief to use this platform, the vocal cord, the B and the emotion. Holy cat's eyes, Batman, I just got it. The thing that changed 200,000 years ago and made us Homo sapiens were emotions in our vocal cords. I'm great at it, and I can tell you what, I'd be willing as a baker. I'm a past baker, and I tell you what, Golden Corral, Ron, if you're watching, I hope business runs well for you, bro. Thank you for you. But here's the deal. As a baker, you know, with ingredients on how you want to have the best cake ever and make our taste buds, the five senses, tantalize, you got to do it a certain way. You got to first mix the product together. You got flour. You got cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg. You got to put it all together. And when you do that, you got a product. Then you got to put it in a pan. You got to put it in a certain pan because you want it to come out where the design, the appearance of it makes you want to eat it. And then when they're in your mouth, it tastes so good. And it's all designed. Those two phrases, old dog can't learn new tricks, is so very true. It's 100% true. That saying is 100% true. I'll tell you why. 100% true. It's because this is cool. The other saying's just as true. And it's can't teach old dog new tricks, or the one that's just about me. Oh, that guy watches too much movies. I love movies, and actually it's a great way for a well-designed worldly plan, worldly scheme to actually rule a system that is actually meant to be an avatar state. It's not meant to be controlled here. This state, this 3D planet, this planet that we, for the longest time, thought ran the universe, we found out wrong. But this planet has the capability to have souls that think that way. And that's us, fellows and folks. Times have changed. It's time to graduate. Graduation. That is the main moment in this program, folks. It's a program of love. The school of love. And here's the thing. You know how we've been told for the longest time, in order to learn, you gotta go to a place with 4 walls and get put in a room where a bunch of kids are beating each other up, throwing snot balls at them. I used to do it. I didn't go to school to learn. I went to school to interact and fight with kids and, make a friend or, get my lunch money stolen, which really happened a lot. But without that, I wouldn't have found the determination to know that I am one of the best fighters in the world. And this goes to you, Logan Paul, because when you're hearing this, I'm the real deal. I guarantee you, brother, you want to get in that square root, make it me versus you, or tag team. I got something for your brother, too. Oh, gosh. See, that, if you guys were analysts or psychologists, would be like, Jack, wow, you just were actually showing a little bit of anger. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I am. Because it's not his fault that he is the way he is. He was raised somehow, and it's not those grandparents' fault or their grandparents. This plan was designed, and I want to say I'm real fluent with the Roman Empire and the Catholic Church. William I was a conqueror back then. Right around that time, I challenge anyone in jeopardy to go toe-to-toe with me. And it's not bragging. This conversation, I'm going to walk home after going to get some edibles because they're good for me. It's actually Delta 8 edibles. And I take them at night because what it does, I have so much energy and I'm blessed to have it. But knowing what I can do with my energy now, it enhances it. And that's where you're starting to feel something a little bit weird about your body now too. It's the feeling of love. We are designed with 12 strands of DNA. We're told that we are designed for that. But unfortunately, currently, I used to believe that nothing has changed physically about the human being, but something has. Over that period of time, for 300,000 years, our DNA has changed. We've lost what we were originally put on this planet was what Garden Eden was about. We had 12 helix strands of DNA, and currently our Homo sapiens, I'd be willing to bet my DNA has more, but not up until 2 years ago. I didn't know about that you could reprogram your DNA and actually grow younger and stronger, if that's what I wanted to believe. I'm just being honest with you folks. This is my story, and I'm so excited right now. You guys are going to be like, man, he's huffing and puffing. Yeah, I'm walking, and it's my daily exercise because I didn't do my push-ups. So what I do is I get dropped off from someone that I care about and love, and I walk home. And along the way, this is why what's happening in my life is so important, because it's gratitude. I love talking to the angels. And isn't it weird, people that talk to themselves and see things a little bit differently get locked up? The government's, hey, right now I'm on a 3D planet. This is my choice. I'm bringing it out. You know what, Alex Jones, I love you. Just don't use that fear-based system. Unless you need the money that bad. You're designed to treat people better. No fear system. Jesse Ventura, man, presidency, brother. Dude, I would vote for you. And I like your style. And I tell you what, one thing I know, everything you said was was damn near the truth, Jesse. Because why? Their syndicate for the channel True TV, for 2 years, his TV show was #1 on the ratings. In fact, it's beaten out ABC, NBC, and CBS for those 2 years on the night that he had new releases. Amen. Thank you, Jesse. I've done some homework, and the story gets real long and great. I'll tell you what I got. But in 2.5 miles, walk back on some ice. We just got a snowstorm. But I know this, fellas and folks. I know there's souls watching that are designed to hear this quote. When we experience the depths of hell, the lowest of low on this planet that this planet has to offer, we now are designed, and it's almost a law, a rule of the universe. As a human being, if you last this long, you have to experience the highs. But in order to appreciate it, you just got to experience the lows. And I'll go on. Wow. I don't know, there was what I can say today. Talked to 2 people out in Hawaii. Love Hawaii. I guess there's a lot of alien sightings and cool things happening about our universe. You know, that's when the rule was unleashed between good and evil. Is he had the news and the military had to give it up. The devil, in order to stay alive and actually exist in the universe, he has to follow. But God's fair. They lost a bet. And if with what some of this quantum physics says, we are a product of our own imagination. I'm grateful that I didn't die on October 7th, 2019. I was actually in a horrible bike accident. When I actually came to, I was on the ambulance already. I didn't know who the president was. They're like, what's the president? And I was like, oh yeah, Obama. And they're like, no, it's Trump. I failed all their questions. It wasn't me acting, but that's what I believed. I didn't know where I was. And I'll tell you why. What I believe I was experiencing right there. What they're calling that is mental brain trauma, where your brain suffers mental programming, or it basically gets damaged. It's another huge lie. On a spiritual realm of what really happened, while I was out, to be real honest with you, I smoke weed, you guys. I think it's a great way to relax. Edibles. Love you guys. Thank you. It's from the earth. It's not pharmaceutical. It's not a pill. I've done that too. Shit just coming down really sucks. Now I gotta remember what I was talking about. Here it is, guys. Great minds are usually told from an early age that we're doing things wrong. We're usually doing things. Here's the thing. At an early age, kids do what they want to do and love to do. Now, here's the thing, how you can tell how the soul is sometimes. Good and bad soul, bad people, good people. Yin and yang, balance and harmony. Up, down, left, right. Is kids do what they want. And they get told multiple times not to do it, and they still do it because, you know what? That's the avatar stage. They see ghosts. They see aliens. Aliens appear to ghosts all the time. I know that for a fact. What I can say is during those years, I was just told I was doing a lot of things wrong. And I did that all the way up till I was 40. In fact, today is December 10th, approaching March 10th, approaching March 11th. I am now released off probation for a crime that was committed in 2019, approaching 2020. Actually, it happened in 2020. Now, here's the thing. A lot of us have heard about the Homer Simpson episode that he's actually on a chalkboard as a janitor in school, And what he's writing on the chalkboard is actually the mathematical equation to what science has already discovered years ago. And Big Bang Theory mentions this a ton of times on their episodes. It's the God particle. And why I'm bringing this up, guys, because it goes along with quantum physics. Oh, man. I'm glad I'm recording this. What that means, when science discovered what that is, it's literally, I think, the next thing since sliced bread up until what was actually just discovered by a Nobel Peace Prize winner of the year 2022. Love Norway. It basically says that we, DNA-wise, how we are related to our mother, we are related to our brother. We are literally DNA-wise related to light. With DNA and high-tech science, give me a few more episodes. I'm going to get into this. But what it says is we are actually part of God. And it says in multiple religions, but the way it's described, ever hear the saying, it's not what you say, Jack. You got to calm down. It's how you say it. And that's where the lie again starts. With Adam and Eve, they lived as long as they wanted. They were never told they were going to die. In fact, they never knew it. They probably were both sitting around a campfire like, what is this? What is this body? There's nothing to do. Oh, yeah, honey. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot different than the garden, man. It seems like I stubbed my toe today. I never got hurt before. What did that mean? Oh, maybe this planet gives us like a different dimension. Instead of being able to see in the Garden of Eden, the beginning of time, this solar system wasn't even made. And why this is so important, it's the same thing that's going to happen here in 2032. Please correct me if I'm wrong. We're entering two galaxies. Two galaxies are colliding. Ours, it's the Milky Way, and Andromeda, which is the next nearest galaxy to us. It's a lot of zeros. And I can't wait to get into numerology. Thank you for that pseudoscience, because that has delivered me to where I am today. And the pseudoscience, that is another lie. We're told, you're kind of weird if you believe in numbers. Well, it's what we've been told as a kid. It's what our parents were told. But it's been going on since the beginning of time. The instant that apple was eaten by Eve, the devil, the snake, which isn't really a snake, that's just what we've been told. Actually, a snake's an awesome thing. The serpent for our spinal cord and Kundalini. Different culture, different time. But that is when actually the devil got to walk in 3D, went from the Garden of Eden to what he called Earth. And everything in between on the timeline from, I would say, I don't know. Here's something that I think might be true. I'm going to stop.